It is a night unlike any other, a night where time seems to loosen its grip and the world softens into something calm and weightless. Above the silent rooftops of 19th century London, the moon hangs low, its pale glow drifting through a gentle blanket of fog. The streets lie still, untouched by the rush of the day, and the once busy city now rests beneath a soft haze that turns every shadow into a whisper. The lamps burn quietly in the mist, forming little islands of warm light along the empty roads. With each breath, you feel the night slow down around you, inviting you into its peaceful embrace. Nothing demands your attention now. Nothing pulls you back to the noise of daytime life. In this quiet moment, it is just you, the cool air, the steady pulse of the sleeping city, and the slow unfolding of a night meant to guide you gently toward rest. Tonight, you find yourself wandering through a London long forgotten by time, a city wrapped in fog and lit by the soft glow of old gas lamps. The day's clamour has faded completely, leaving behind only the steady rhythm of a peaceful world at rest. The shops that bustled with life only hours ago are now shuttered, their signs swaying softly in the night breeze. The roads that carried carriages and hurried footsteps lie empty, glistening faintly from an earlier rain. Chimneys release the last curls of smoke into the cold air, and warm yellow light slips quietly through the cracks of windows, where families have already drifted off to sleep. Far in the distance, the faint metallic clang of a watchman's bell echoes once, and then disappears into the fog, as if even sound knows not to disturb the night. As you walk deeper into the city, you feel the calmness sink into you, a calmness that comes only at this hour when the world slows to its gentlest pace. Every detail, from the glistening rooftops to the damp cobblestones beneath your feet, seems to invite you into stillness. You breathe in the cool, misty air, and with each breath, the weight of the day slips further away. Tonight, the city belongs to silence, to dreams, and to you. This is your space to unwind, to breathe, and to slowly drift toward sleep as the quiet night unfolds around you. As you walk deeper into the quiet night of 19th century London, the rhythm of your footsteps settles into a calm, gentle pattern, echoing softly across the damp cobblestones, as though the city itself is listening with half-closed eyes. The fog drifts lazily around you, thick enough to soften the world, but light enough that the glow of the gas lamps still reaches. You warm golden halos stretching through the mist like small islands of comfort guiding your path. The houses stand tall on either side, their stones dark and glistening after the evening rain, their wooden shutters drawn, their chimneys releasing the final curls of smoke that twist gently into the cold night air. You can sense the quiet lives resting behind each door. Families curled beneath heavy quilts, the last embers glowing faintly in fireplaces, a clock ticking softly in a hallway, its steady rhythm marking time that no one is awake to count. As you move forward, the cool breeze carries with it the earthy smell of wet pavement and old brick, mixed with a faint sweetness drifting from a bakery at the corner, a scent of warm bread and vanilla that lingers like a distant memory of comfort. You imagine the baker finishing his work hours ago, wiping flour from his hands before extinguishing his lantern and heading home through the same quiet streets you now wander. Further along, the road widens, and you step into a broader avenue where the fog is a little denser, floating in soft waves that roll across the path. A lamppost flickers gently above you, its flame dancing with the wind before settling again into calm brightness. Its light reflects off the puddles at your feet, creating shimmering patterns that stretch and ripple with each step you take. You slow down, letting the gentle glow wash over you, feeling the warmth ease the last bit of tension from your shoulders. A distant sound reaches you, the faint rhythmic clatter of a lone carriage making its way through another street. The horse's hooves strike the ground with a slow, unhurried beat, and for a moment, even that distant echo seems to blend into the soothing quiet of the night. As the carriage disappears into the fog, its sound fades like a dream, leaving behind a deeper silence that makes the world feel even more peaceful. You continue your walk, turning toward the river. Here, the air is slightly cooler, touched by the gentle breeze drifting above the Thames. The soft murmur of flowing water greets you, steady and calming, like an old lullaby sung by the city itself. You approach the railing of a stone bridge, placing your hand on its cool surface, and look down at the dark water below. The surface ripples slowly, carrying reflections of lamps and windows that shimmer like tiny stars floating on the river's back. The sound of the Thames comforts you, a slow, continuous movement that feels eternal, patient, and deeply soothing. You stand there for a while, breathing in the cool air, listening to the flow, feeling your mind drift into a quieter, softer place. When you resume your walk, the drizzle has begun again, a fine, delicate rain that falls like whispers across the rooftops. The droplets tap gently on your coat and hat, creating a soft, rhythmic sound that blends perfectly with the nighttime quiet. You turn onto a narrow lane where the lamps burn lower, their light dim but warm, casting long shadows that sway gently with the movement of the fog. Behind lace curtains, faint silhouettes hint at peaceful scenes inside, a grandmother rocking slowly in a wooden chair, a child curled up beneath a quilt, a man closing a book beside a glowing candle. These quiet glimpses make the night feel even softer, as though every home is part of a larger dream the city is sharing with you. A small cat darts across the path, its paws silent against the stone. It pauses to look at you with glowing eyes before slipping beneath a wooden cart, disappearing like a shadow returning to its den. Nearby, stacked crates, empty barrels, and old iron fences glisten under the rain. Each object softened by the fog until the entire street feels like a watercolor painting. The scent in the air shifts, a mix of wet wood, iron, rainwater, and faint traces of lavender from a window left slightly open. You take a deep breath, letting these scents settle in your chest, grounding you even as your mind drifts further toward rest. Finally, at the end of the lane, a small park opens before you. Quiet, empty, but beautifully peaceful. The trees stand tall and dark, their branches whispering softly as the drizzle gathers on their leaves. A wooden bench rests beneath an old oak tree, its surface slick with tiny drops of rain. You sit, feeling the wood cool beneath you, and let the night settle fully upon your shoulders. The air around you feels heavier now, not with discomfort, but with deep calming stillness, the kind that gently encourages your thoughts to soften and fade. You close your eyes for a moment, letting the sounds around you blend into one gentle lullaby, the whisper of leaves, the soft patter of rain, the distant hum of the river, and the muted glow of the lamps surrounding the park. Everything merges into a single, peaceful moment that feels endless, a moment where the weight of the world dissolves completely, leaving behind nothing but the soft embrace of the night and the quiet comfort of your own breath. As you sit beneath the old oak tree, feeling the gentle drizzle soften into a delicate mist, the night grows quieter still, as if London itself is slowly drifting off to sleep around you. The fog thickens into a soft blanket, floating just above the ground, dulling the last edges of light, muting every distant sound until the world becomes a hushed, peaceful cradle. Lamps glow faintly through the haze, their flames burning low like tired eyes beginning to close. The park feels almost suspended in time, as though every leaf, every stone, every soft breath of wind has paused to rest. You look out across the empty paths, where the reflections of the lamps shimmer on the wet cobblestones like tiny worlds drifting in slow motion. Everything is calm. Everything is still. Your body feels heavier now, settling deeper into the bench, relaxing in a way that feels natural, effortless, and safe. The soft tapping of rain against the leaves above becomes a rhythmic lullaby, steady and soothing. You notice your breathing following this rhythm, slower, deeper, gentler with every inhale, and every long, peaceful exhale. The cool night air brushes softly against your skin, carrying with it the fresh scent of wet earth and quiet streets. Even the distant river seems quieter now, its movement gentle and steady, like the soft heartbeat of the sleeping city. If you listen closely, you can almost hear London sigh, a long, quiet exhale as the last dreams of the night settle over it. Homes have grown darker, the lamps inside flickering out one by one. Curtains are drawn, fires dim to glowing embers. And from every direction, a sense of deep, comforting stillness gathers around you, wrapping itself around your thoughts like a warm, heavy blanket. There is nothing left to do, nothing left to worry about, nothing that needs your attention. The world is at rest, and it welcomes you to rest with it. As your eyes gently grow heavier, the shapes around you begin to blur into soft shadows, edges melting into the fog until everything feels distant and far away. The park, the street, the lamps, the rooftops, all drifting slowly out of focus. The sounds fade too, becoming softer, lighter, as though the night is whispering you toward sleep. You let your shoulders loosen, your hands relax, your breathing soften. The mist thickens just a little, wrapping the air in quiet comfort. There is no need to hold on to anything. No need to stay awake. The city will keep watch while you rest. You lean back slightly, allowing yourself to sink deeper into stillness. The last glow of a distant window fades. The last echo of footsteps disappears. The last drops of rain fall gently. Then silence. London has fully surrendered to the night. And now the night invites you to do the same. Let the weight of your thoughts slip away. Let the warmth of the quiet settle over you. Let the deep calm of this forgotten London night guide you into soft, peaceful dreams. You are safe. You are warm. You are home in the quiet of the night. And as the fog closes gently around the sleeping city, you too drift slowly, effortlessly, into deep, restful sleep.